Shalom, family. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Before we start this video, before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to read something to you guys because these are the comments, these are the testimonials that keep us pushing, right? That keep us going, that just want to just keep doing more to help our people, right? So this comment says, and this is somebody that we work with and that we have been working with for the past 4 weeks. And it's just a blessing when people send, you know, their pretty much review, I guess. I know here in Mauritius we go to like certain shops and they always ask, hey, could you go on Google and leave us a review and stuff like that. So this was a blessing to hear the other day. This says, hi Harold, thank you so much for your thoughtful follow-up and for sharing those tips on ATM fees and debit card options. So clear and helpful. Please let your wife know that we truly appreciate both of you and the care you have given in supporting us on this amazing journey. You both come across as old souls, wise beyond your years, and this such a gift to benefit from your guidance. We are grateful for your work and generosity. It makes a real difference, and we wanted you both to know how much it means. Our last session, which is today, as I'm recording this video, on Monday, I also want to say how encouraging these sessions are. It's been so special to be in the presence of like minded people where there is real reasoning and this life season and kinds of connection of our unique undertaking is strengthening. This matters even more since many in our day-to-day interactions may not understand our calling or the importance of our exodus. Putting together this curriculum for us, seasoned adults, mature adults, have been a rare treasure. Blessing to your wife and your family. Hallelujah. Look, these are the things that just makes me smile, right? This brings me joy. This like really keeps me pushing. So I wanted to read that for you guys because we do have the mature adult intensive. The last session is this today, Monday, the 22nd, and there's another one coming up on the October 6th. So if you are interested in the mature adult intensive for 4 weeks. This is something that we do. We help like-minded people, as you heard, come together and really like give them the information that they really need, that we have, been through, the experience that we have, just to keep it like real, just to keep it 100%. you know Usually it's people over 50, but anybody that is serious, that really wants to get the information that you need to stay out of America, because the times that we are in right now, you have to be sustainable. You got to be sustainable outside of America. So we go through all of it. Check the links in the description. And yes, I will see you in the class. You can email us with any questions at all. Visit our website, www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com. Go check it out. Read the sales page, and everything will be there. And if you're ready to go, like, it's time. It's time. So, guys, with that being said, hallelujah. Look, I know this is old news, right? But this is something that is is something to talk about because a lot of people need to understand what's really happening, right? So I'm not sure if you saw my last video when I was talking about AI data centers. If not, go check it out right here. So AI data centers, we know that it uses a lot of water, it uses a lot of electricity, and it brings out a lot of poison in the atmosphere and oxygen and stuff. And it's loud, and it's a lot of things that goes on with that, right? And recently I saw this post of I believe it's Saudi Arabia or some other countries too. They're going to start opening AI data centers in Africa, right? I believe it's South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Rwanda, I believe Kenya, and maybe Ghana. Um, I saw that. I'll have to. I will leave it right here. As I'm talking, but this is something that this is awesome, right? You would think this is great. This is great. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something that Africa needs. Let me know in the comments or not. Let me know in the comments if you think like this is, something that Africa do not need to do, right? So I'm gonna give you my opinion on it, right? My opinion on it is, you I know me and my wife was having a conversation earlier about this, and I was saying I was kind of breaking it down of just say like South Africa, right? If you talk to anyone in South Africa, they always talk about load shedding, right? And pretty much every African countries there's load shedding. You know, load shedding, if you don't know, is where the government will schedule like a day or a time, and they say, hey, the electricity is gonna be out for 4 hours, or the electricity is going to be out all day this day, right? And you have to adjust. You have to get used to that, right? So for my thoughts, just been here, and this is why it is important to come to Africa sooner than later, because you have to know these little things that people don't think about, that people don't talk about on a regular, unless you have experienced it, right? So I think about that. So South Africa, they have load shedding. I'm not sure the exact dates, the exact time. In Tanzania, when we were in Tanzania, also they had uh, pretty much load shedding too, or the electricity would go out, right? So it's really not stable in a way. You get what I'm saying? So for me, and what they're talking about, these AI data centers, knowing that it takes a lot of power, knowing that it takes a lot of water, right? And they want to bring it here to Africa. I'm not sure the exact place or the exact city or region or neighborhood, but to me, I don't. The African leaders, they're going to do what they do because obviously is money behind it, right? There's billions of dollars, millions of dollars behind it. So I can see in that in that sense, but in the local sense, it's not going to be good because it's really going to take all the water that people don't have. When I think about the AI data centers, I think about what was going on in Memphis, Tennessee, with Elon Musk, right? And he basically did like a data center, and the community was rising up saying like this is not good. We barely got water. We the electricity bill is higher. So just think about that in Africa. Just think about that in Africa. That does not sound sustainable. You get what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure they're gonna try it. And this is my thing with this technology, right? Technology is gonna be everywhere, so you cannot be ignorant of it. You cannot know, or you cannot just be like, oh, it's over there, I'm not going to pay attention to it. You're going to have to pay attention to it. It is wise to know Satan's devices, right? You cannot be ignorant of Satan's devices and what's going on in this world, because technology is growing at a pace that nobody can time. Like, really, it's just growing, growing, growing. So you got to have some type of knowledge of what's going on, right? So we talked to a lot of people, and of course, I feel the same way. Once we moved out of or moved to Africa, out of America, I felt the same way. Oh, we going to Africa. We're gonna do the ancient path, right? We're gonna follow the ancient path, and that is the right thing to do, right? But in reality, you still gonna need to make money. You still gonna be using your phone. You get what I'm saying? I know I talk to a lot of people and they disagree with a lot of things of like um, just say technology in general, right? I'll just sum it up like that: technology in general, because everything is technology. To be honest, unless you are in a village walking with no shoes, you get what I'm saying? starting your own fire, not using no gas. You get what I'm saying? Really, really doing that ancient way. You're going to use some type of technology. So it is wise to get out of the environment, right? You got to be in the right environment where you can benefit from the land, and um it doesn't cost you. You're not gonna get no fees, right? So just for example, this blows my mind. Like every time I be seeing stuff like this, it like really blows my mind. So the other day I was scrolling on I believe it was Facebook, and they said this 90-year-old man, this 90-year-old veteran was feeding the homeless, right? He's been doing it for years, like maybe a decade or something. And recently a bill passed where you have to have a permit to feed the homeless. You cannot feed the homeless hot meals. So they put him in jail for 2 weeks because he's been feeding the homeless. You get what I'm saying? And this is in America. I'm not sure exactly what state, but you get fined for being a nice person, for being a righteous person. You get what I'm saying? For trying to do the right thing. It blows my mind. It really blows my mind. So, um, that's why I say your environment. You got to change your environment. Like you can do that here. You can do that in Africa and pretty much outside of America. Like if you see someone, if you start an organization like that and you got the funds, that would be okay, right? But it's a lot of things that you can do outside of America that you cannot do in America, right? But back to these data centers, it really gets down to this. You got to learn how to play chess. You got to know the end game, right? You got to know what is truly, truly going to happen. For my opinion, I believe, Africa is going to try to keep up with this technology, right? I I, it, I did an example like this. Okay, so there's the ancient path here, right? And what really like African local people know. So even for us, when we came to Africa, I remember our children, we was at our dada's family's house, our nanny's family's house, and our children, they were running around playing and somebody fell and scratched their knee and it was like bleeding a little bit, right? So they just went to a tree, broke a branch off this tree. Some white substance or white milk came out, and they just put it over there and it stopped. It sealed up like a band-aid, right? So that's why I say there's this ancient path of knowing those trees, knowing um what to do, how to heal yourself, taking the neem leaf off the tree, boil it, make some tea, drink it and to clear your malaria. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things that um people need to understand. That's why it's important to know the truth, know these little things like moringa, like or not neem leaf will clear uh, clear up malaria. You get what I'm saying? Papaya and stuff can help you with your stomach. Like it's certain things that you will have to understand and know, right? It's like that or technology, right? Where technology you can just type in chat GPT that drunk all the water from you in one day that you're gonna drink in a year, right? And it's easy, it's convenient, right? It's convenient. So Africa's going to go through that. Africa's right here on this ancient path, knowing a lot of stuff that a lot of people do not know, and then they're going to slowly try to keep up with the world, slowly get into this technology, right? And it might work for a little bit, but eventually it's going to fall. And then Africa in itself is going to realize, like, man, they're going to look back and be like, what plant, what tree was it that we used to use to clear up malaria? Like, I forgot, because we've been trying to keep up, we've been trying to get on this technology, but really the most important thing, the scriptures say, follow the ancient path. So that's why I say you got to be in between. No matter what it is, no matter how this world is moving, do not be ignorant of everything in this world, but still in your heart, in your mind, in your truth, in your spirit, you still got to know that ancient path. Like really. So I can see that happening in the next, 5 years, 10 years. They're going to try to keep up, and then they're going to realize this is not us. This is not what we are called to do as a people, as a nation, right? That's really what's about to happen. So this is why I'm saying, like, you have to get somewhere where you're going to be comfortable. Anywhere in Africa. I know Africa it has a hand over it right now still, right? Behind the scenes, you don't know until you really know. But if you are here, you can start understanding how people move around and things like that. So that's why we say sign up for the things that we are creating for our community to really understand these details that I'm talking about, that a lot of people don't really take into play into their mind unless you really stay in the country, unless you really know how to move around. It's going to be difficult. So the sooner the better you get out of America, get out of your home country, and go somewhere where the end game is going to be sustainable. Africa is going to be sustainable because they get all the resources from Africa, and like anyway, right? For years and hundreds of years, right? So you got to be wise. You got to have a strategy. I know we had a call the other day. This young brother, he was 26. He was like, "Man, I just did the call because you really like be planting seeds, and if you hear, you hear. You get what I'm saying? And the people that hear, they are serious. They want to move. They want to get out of there. They put they head down. They focus and get to the goal that they need to get out of America, because what is to come with everything that's happening right now in America, they're really molding you in a way where you're just gonna be stagnant, where you're just gonna be stuck. So you gotta ask yourself right now, ask yourself, who are you being molded by? Who are you being molded by? Who are you believing? Because they're showing you who they are. They're showing you what they believe in, right? Like it really blows my mind because the signs is there, the information is there. I just saw something about Russia, right? Russia, they was like, we anybody that worship, they're Satanists, they're going to jail, they're going to prison. You get what I'm saying? And in America, they're openly out there with that. So for me, I know I do not want to be around that type of environment. You get what I'm saying? Do what you do. If that's what you believe, I'm going the other way. I'm not trying to be anywhere near that, right? So it is wise to get somewhere where they really stand on business, like they really Satanists and I guess the adversary of the word, put it like that. I don't want to get too deep into it because you gotta be careful what you say. But I'd rather be somewhere where it's checkmate. We know it's gonna be checkmate, and we know that things gonna fall right in place, right on time, because it's not our time. It's always Yah's time. His time is perfect timing. And what's happening right now, you better prepare yourself. You better prepare your mind. You better prepare your heart. Like, really, things are about to change in this season that is coming. And if you are not ready, you just going to be stuck. So, look, family, it's time. It's time to really step up to the plate and get focused. And if you do not have a plan, if you are listening to this and you do not have a plan, if you do not have a strategy to like get out of America, I don't care what date. I don't care if it's 2 years. If as long as you got that, say okay, next in 2027, I'm gonna leave America. I'm gonna have this amount of money saved up. I got my passports, this and that, right? You gotta have a strategy. You gotta have a plan, right? Because that's what it is. You can't just be like, oh, man, I want to, but no. Stop saying that. Stop saying like, oh, I want to, but my finances, this and that. Just say, hey, I'm going to, I'm going to have, I'm leaving America in 2026, May 2026. You get what I'm saying? Say something like that and really have that as your goal. Because once you do that, everything's gonna start falling in place. I'm telling you, this is me, like this is experience talking. This is what we did. We said, hey, in 2020, I don't know how we gonna do it, but we want this amount of money saved up. We're gonna leave and before um our son turned two because the plane tickets it was a little cheaper. You get what I'm saying? After two or two and a half, you gotta pay for another seat. So we was like, let's try to leave before he two. But things didn't work. But everything worked out right on time. You get what I'm saying? Because we was waiting on passports and stuff like that, and C-119 and all this stuff. But everything worked out on time. But my point is that we had a plan and we really focused on it. You get what I'm saying? So do not be like, hey, man, I wish, man, I be watching videos and stuff and I see all these people traveling, this and that. That's you too. Say it and mean it. Really. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to, talk about in this video. I kind of got off track, but all praises to the Most High. Always just allow Him to lead and guide you in this journey. What are you, where are you supposed to be, what are you supposed to be doing, because people need you to be right next to them and see your light shine. So check the links in the description, guys. Make sure you like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and look, it's time to go. It's time to like really be serious. Set your goal. It don't matter if it's 2 months, it don't matter if it's 2 years, it don't matter if it's 5 year. I want to say 5 year, but yeah, come on. It's really time. It's really time to get serious. So hope you guys enjoyed this information. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next one. Shalom, shalom.